warm, comfortable, familiar. But when we look up, we wonder, do we occupy a special place in the cosmos? Or are we merely a celestial footnote? Is the universe welcoming or hostile? We can stand here forever, wondering, or we could leave home on the ultimate adventure. So, hey there everyone, myself Irfan Hussain of Class 10 Section C. So today, our principal ma'am of Happy Convent School have given us an extraordinary opportunity to present a short film on Chandrayaan 2, and we will also discuss something about NASA's recent developments. So shall we start? I hope yes. So let's go.
Chandrayaan 2 is a highly complex mission which represents a significant technological leap compared to the previous missions of ISRO. It comprised an orbiter, lander, and rover to explore the unexplored south pole of the moon. The mission is designed to expand the lunar scientific knowledge through detailed study of topography, seismography, mineral identification and distribution, surface chemical composition, thermo-physical characteristics of topsoil and composition of the tenuous lunar atmosphere, leading to a new understanding of the origin and evolution of the moon.
Now we're gonna see the complete route of Chandrayaan 2 from our planet to our beloved natural satellite. So wear your seatbelts as we'll be going to space. First, the GSLV Mark III rocket lifts off from the Satish Dhawan Space Center. Then the S-200 Strap-on rocket separates from launcher. Wow, we have almost come out of our Earth. It seems great. Okay, coming to the point, the payload fairing separates from the launch vehicle. The L-110 second stage rocket separates. Thus, the rocket enters into the C-25 third stage. Now comes the main point. The Chandrayaan 2 module separates from the launcher and the satellite panel opens. The module commences orbit raising maneuvers. Now we will be understanding how the satellite module reaches the moon without utilizing much of the fuel. The module shifts orientation towards the sun. The path of the satellite that we are seeing here is formed by the Earth's gravitational field. Utilizing minimum fuel, it gives a boost and push to itself to shift its orbit in such a way that it moves far and far from the gravitational influence of the Earth. Now the module enters the Earth to Moon transfer orbit, which utilizes the maximum energy sources. Finally, the moon is visible to us. The module gets captured in the moon's orbit. Did you notice that insertion process? The module initiates lunar orbit maneuver. And in the similar but opposite manner, it shifts its orbit, thus moving nearer and nearer to moon. Now the Vikram separates from the orbiter. The Vikram reorients orbit. And now both are in different orbits. The orbiter scans the lunar surface and finds the location in which the Vikram will be landing. The Vikram also does the same. The speed is lowered and the angle is also changed. Unfortunately, we lost the signal. The reason behind this may be the high-speed landing, which was expected to be a softer one.
After the injection of Chandrayaan-2, a series of maneuvers were carried out to raise its orbit. On August 14, 2019, following translunar insertion maneuver, the spacecraft escaped from orbiting the Earth and followed a path that took it into the vicinity of the Moon. On August 20, 2019, Chandrayaan-2 was successfully inserted into the lunar orbit. Vikram lander's descent was as planned and normal performance was observed up to an altitude of 2.1 km. Subsequently, communication from the lander to the ground stations was lost.
Main scientific objective is to map and study the variation in lunar surface composition as well as the location and abundance of lunar water.
Aboard a geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle GSLV rocket on July 22, 2019. It reached lunar orbit on August 19. The Chandrayaan-2 spacecraft to the Moon is a composite module mission consisting of orbiter, lander and rover. The orbiter carried combined stake up to Moon till the lunar orbit insertion. The lander and the rover separated from the orbiter for soft landing on a site near south polar lunar surface. The overall objective of Chandrayaan-2 was to build on the success of the Chandrayaan-1 mission, testing new technologies and conducting experiments on the Moon.
The Indian Space Agency met with a glitch in the early hour of September 7 and lost contact with Vikram lander.
Okay, we have reached NASA. Now my friend Fadi will be speaking something about NASA so that we get information on its history.
NASA, a civilian agency responsible for coordinating America's activities in space, on July 29, 1958. It has also launched numerous Earth-orbiting satellites that have been instrumental in everything from weather forecasting to navigation to global communications. NASA has since sponsored space expeditions, both human and mechanical. NASA's satellite instrument was the first to detect the wildland fires in the remote region. The Aqua satellite captured the composite invisible lift and infrared drive on September 29, 2020, which shows the fire and smoke continue to dominate the landscape of western US. The American Space Agency National Aeronautics and Space Administration NASA has confirmed that it will be assisting ISRO in his quest to connect with the Vikram lander. NASA will be supporting Indian Space and Research Organization in its analysis. NASA, apart from the radio signals, will also be sharing the pictures of the region of the Moon where the Vikram lander has landed.
Now we are going to discuss about the key factors that make NASA successful. Individual accountability drives people to work as hard as possible to achieve mission success. Individual commitment is a very important attitude that is needed to get things done. Dedication to teamwork and an attitude of selflessness helps to create a successful NASA team. Good, clear, regular communication is crucial for mission success. Mission errors can be found behind the mission mishaps at NASA. Focusing on good communication can go a long way keeping a mission on track for success. We Indians also have the feature, but due to our late achievement of independence, we are few steps behind NASA. The day will come soon when the world will be aware of the fact that India is the largest astronomical unit in the entire world. But it completely depends on today's generation.